Hey viewers, in this video we are going to learn a basic and important program in C++, that is swapping of two numbers. If you have already studied this program in your academics, we are only taught one method for swapping two numbers. But in this video we are going to discuss three different methods of swapping two numbers. Let's start the video. We already know the data given by us is stored into the computer inside a memory. Each data we give will be separately stored into variables. If we assume variable as a container and we store data into these containers. For now, think there are two containers in which we are storing data 1 and data 2. Swapping is just interchanging the data 1 and data 2 between the two containers. For the rest of the video, we are going to be using the variables as a and b, and a will be equal to 5 and b will be equal to 10. The main focus of this video is to write a program which swaps the data in a and b and gives us the final output as a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. So just for a moment, think what we can do to swap these two numbers is simply writing a equal to b and b equal to a. But this doesn't work in programming, because when we say a equal to b, we are actually storing the value of b into a. So the value of a will be permanently removed. And if we say b equal to a, here a is already taken the value of b. So in this step, we are again storing the value of b into b. So the output will be a equal to 10 and b is also equal to 10, which is not a desired output. We need to swap a and b but not make them equal. With this, let's start our first method. As we have seen, the problem with our last assumption was the value of a was being deleted. The problem will be entirely solved if we can store the value of a somewhere else. For this purpose, we will be using another variable which we commonly call as temporary variable, and it stores the value of a. So first, the temp variable stores the value of a into it. Now we can store the b value into a. At last, we can give the temp value to b. I hope you understood how it is done. So let's write this program in our CodeBlocks IDE. We are on our CodeBlocks IDE. I have already created a file by the name swapping.cpp. Let me write the basic syntax for CPP program. Here we need two variables at first, so I am declaring them as int a and int b. We need to take these two numbers as an input from user. Then we need a temporary variable to store the value of a. I am declaring it as int temp and I am initializing it as 0. The first step is temp equal to a. Here a value is stored into temporary variable. The step 2 is a equal to b. Here we are storing the b value into a. At step 3, b equal to temp. We are giving the value of temporary variable to b. We are done with our logic. We need to print the value of a and b after swapping. Let's now run it. It's asking for a value. I am giving it as 5. Then I am giving b as 10. After swapping, the value of a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. We are done with our first method. In this method, we are using three variables to do swapping. But what if we try to do using two variables? Since we know a bit of mathematics, let's try to write some equations to manipulate the output. With this, let's get into our second method. The first step here is we add up a and b and store the result into a. So now a value has turned to be 15 in step 1. The second step is b equal to a minus b. Here a is equal to 15 and b is equal to 10, and the result is 5, which we will be storing into b. So till now a is equal to 15 and b value is equal to 5. The third step is a equal to a minus b. Here a is equal to 15 and b is equal to 5. The result is 10, which we will be storing into a. Till here we got a value as 10 and b value as 5. The values are swapped. We have successfully manipulated the results using mathematical equations. Let's see how we can use these equations in our program. Just like last method, I have already declared two variables int a and int b, and also I have taken the input from the user. The first step is a equal to a plus b. The second step is b equal to a minus b. The third step is a equal to a minus b. These are the three steps we need to follow. Now we need to print the value of a and b after swapping. The code is complete. Let's run it now. It's asking for the values a and b. As previous method, I am giving a equal to 5 and b equal to 10. We got our result after swapping a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. The method 3 is also just like the second method, but instead of addition and subtraction, we will be using multiplication and division. In this method also, we are going to write three steps. The first step is a equal to a multiplied by b. Here we are storing the product of a and b into a. So as of now, the a has turned out to be 50. The second step is b equal to a by b. Here a is equal to 50 and b is equal to 10. So the result is 5, which we will be storing into b. Till now a value is 50 and b value is 5. The third step is a equal to a by b. Here a equal to 50 and b is equal to 5. So the result is 10, which we will be storing into a. At the end of the third step, we got a equal to 10 and b equal to 5, which is our desired output. Let's open our CodeBlocks IDE and write code for this third method. It is just like previous program, but for this I am just changing these three lines. Let's see whether we will be getting the same output which we got in the last program. I am giving the same values, a equal to 5 and b equal to 10. We got our output after swapping a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. So that's all for this video. If there are any problems, you can comment down below. We will try to answer it. So let's meet in another video. Till then, keep learning and keep coding. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe to Autodidact, and click on the bell icon to be notified on all updates from Autodidact.